What if I told you that the most valuable luxury fashion brand in the world, Louis Vuitton, was born from nothing but hardship, poverty, and determination? Today, Louis Vuitton's name is synonymous with wealth and prestige, with CEO Bernard Arnault standing as the second wealthiest man on the planet, boasting a staggering net worth of $180 billion. But what if I told you that the roots of this iconic brand trace back to a homeless teenager who had no formal education and slept under the stars in a forest? This is the mind-blowing journey of Louis Vuitton, how a penniless boy built an empire, battled lawsuits, faced hostile takeovers, and turned a small family business into a global powerhouse. Stay tuned, because this is a rags-to-riches story like no other. Chapter 1. A homeless youth. Born in 1821 in a remote French village called Anchy, Louis Vuitton's early life was anything but glamorous. Growing up on a humble farm with no electricity or running water, survival was a daily challenge. His father, Xavier, a miller and farmer, and his mother, Corinne, a hat maker, worked tirelessly, but their efforts barely kept the family afloat. Formal education was a distant dream, and Louis spent his childhood toiling on the farm, burdened by the crushing weight of poverty. Tragedy struck at age 10 when Louis lost his mother, and soon after, his father remarried. Unfortunately, his stepmother was cold and harsh, making life unbearable for the young boy. At 13, Louis made a bold and daring decision. He ran away. Leaving behind everything he knew, he set out for Paris, embarking on a 225-mile journey with no money, no food, and no clear plan. The road to Paris was grueling. Louis walked for miles, often sleeping in the wilderness, surviving on scraps from odd jobs he picked up in the villages along the way. His only shelter was the stars, his only warmth a worn cloak. Yet, with each passing village and every task he completed, Louis gained valuable skills in metalwork, fabric, and with skills that would one day redefine his destiny. 3 long years later, he arrived in Paris. Tired and penniless, but armed with the determination and knowledge that would soon change the world forever. Chapter 2. Finding success. Upon arriving in Paris, young Louis quickly secured a job as an apprentice box maker and packer. This role, involving crafting and packing custom-sized boxes for elite clients, opened doors for Louis to meet influential upper-class individuals seeking luxurious luggage. After years of mastering his craft, Louis's talent caught the attention of the French Empress herself, who appointed him as her personal box maker, a prestigious role that transformed the once homeless teen into a craftsman for royalty. Yet, Louis wasn't content with just this achievement. At 33, after marrying, he used his savings to launch his own box-making workshop in Paris. He recognized a flaw in the traditional leather, dome-shaped trunks of the time. They couldn't be stacked, making travel inefficient. Determined to innovate, Louis experimented with canvas, a material that was lighter, more durable, and water-resistant. This change allowed him to design trunks with flat tops, revolutionizing luggage by making it stackable and more practical. His fresh design quickly gained attention, with high-society clients flocking to buy his products. In no time, Louis's luggage became a symbol of elegance and status. He even launched a catalog to allow customers to view and order his creations from afar, including royals from distant lands like Egypt. By 1859, his success soared, leading Louis to open a new workshop with 20 employees to meet the ever-growing demand. As travel became more accessible to the masses through trains and boats, his clientele expanded far beyond the wealthy elite. But just as Louis seemed to be riding the wave of success, tragedy loomed on the horizon. War was brewing in France, threatening to upend everything he had built. Chapter 3. Starting over. In 1870, as the Franco-Prussian War erupted, Louis Vuitton, at 49, found himself fleeing his home and living in a crowded shelter, battling starvation and fear. When he returned to his shop a year later, it was in ruins, windows shattered, equipment stolen, and his livelihood destroyed. Rather than giving up, Louis used his savings to rebuild, determined to make his business even better than before. With war leaving many shops vacant, Louis seized the opportunity and relocated his store to an upscale part of Paris, near the railway station and Grand Hotel, perfect for travelers needing luggage. By 1872, he introduced a stylish beige-striped canvas design that became a sensation. Despite imitators, Vuitton's unmatched quality kept his brand at the top. For 2 decades, Louis worked tirelessly until his passing at 70. His son Georges took over, expanding the brand internationally, including a store in London. To fight counterfeits, Georges introduced the iconic LV monogram in 1896, paying tribute to his father. He also invented a revolutionary lock for the trunks to outsmart thieves. By 1900, Louis Vuitton employed 100 skilled craftsmen, each meticulously trained for years. The company continued to innovate, especially after a commission from Coco Chanel in 1925 for a dome-shaped handbag, leading to the creation of iconic pieces like the Alma, Keep All, Speedy, and No. The brand weathered turbulent times, including World War II, when Gaston Louis Vuitton took over. Under Nazi occupation, Gaston collaborated with the regime, a controversial decision, but one that kept the business alive when many others shut down. While the company prefers to bury this part of its history, it reflects a period of survival in the face of adversity. Without these decisions, Louis Vuitton might not exist today, nor would it have shaped modern fashion. Chapter 4. The Battle for LV. After Gaston Vuitton's passing in 1970, Henri Racquemire, his son-in-law, took charge of the Louis Vuitton empire. Unlike previous generations, Henri brought extensive business experience to the table, and his vision catapulted the brand to new heights. He revolutionized the business model by shifting from wholesale to retail, allowing Louis Vuitton to expand internationally, including its entrance into the Japanese market. In just 6 years, sales skyrocketed from $20 million to $260 million, thanks to Henri's strategic moves. By 1984, Henri took Louis Vuitton public, selling 1 million shares, and by 1987, the brand hit a staggering $1 billion in sales. Not content with just dominating the fashion world, Henri masterminded a merger with Moët Hennessy, creating the luxury powerhouse LVMH. However, behind the scenes, a power struggle was brewing. Henri sought help from property developer Bernard Arnault to navigate the partnership, but the move backfired. Bernard secretly acquired 43% of Louis Vuitton's shares and, with the support of Moët and Hennessy, solidified his control over LVMH. Feeling betrayed, Henri took Bernard to court but ultimately lost. For the first time in nearly a century, the Vuitton family was no longer involved in the brand. Sales plummeted, and Louis Vuitton faced a potential downfall. Yet, Bernard, now firmly in control, had a plan. Collaborating with famous designers like Vivienne Westwood and Isaac Mizrahi, he reinvigorated the brand with fresh, innovative designs. The comeback was swift, and Louis Vuitton once again became a sought-after name in fashion. Bernard Arnault's bold, calculated moves paid off massively. Today, he is the CEO of LVMH, which owns over 70 luxury brands, and has been named the richest man in the world, with a net worth exceeding $180 billion. Despite his staggering success, Arnault is known for keeping a low profile, earning him the nickname the Wolf in Cashmere. Chapter 5. Modern-day Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton has continued to evolve into a brand synonymous with luxury, pushing the boundaries of style while captivating a younger, fashion-forward audience. In 1997, when Marc Jacobs became creative director, he launched the brand's first ready-to-wear collection, along with the sought-after monogram Vernis handbags. Under his influence, Louis Vuitton expanded into watches, jewelry, and sunglasses, further cementing its dominance in the fashion world. Jacobs later moved on to build his own brand, but his impact on LV was undeniable. However, success comes with its challenges. Louis Vuitton's legal team is constantly battling against counterfeiters, even taking on tech giant Google over search results that led to fake products. Although Google won that case, the fight against imitation is far from over, as the company estimates losing hundreds of millions of dollars each year to knockoffs. Louis Vuitton's collaboration with streetwear giant Supreme was a game-changer. After initially suing Supreme for copying its logo, LV realized the potential of a partnership. Now, LV Supreme pieces are among the most coveted, with items like the leather trunk fetching $125,000 and hoodies selling for over $5,000. Despite facing these challenges, Louis Vuitton remains unstoppable. The brand continues to thrive, and after 168 years, it's still the top name in fashion, with a global presence, over 400 stores, and a jaw-dropping valuation of $39 billion. It remains a symbol of prestige, worn by celebrities and trendsetters worldwide. And there you have it, the incredible story of how a homeless teen created the world's most iconic luxury brand, Louis Vuitton. If you were inspired by this story of grit and determination, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.